Hey YouTube family, welcome back to another episode of 2A-N-LA. As always, anything I say in this episode, prior episodes, and future episodes is just my personal opinion. You should not take it as fact. You should not take it as law. Always do your own homework and come up with your own conclusion. And right about now, I'm going to ask you to go ahead and hit that like button. I'm going to ask you to go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I'm going to ask you to go ahead and drop down a comment, hit the notification bell, share the video with your friends. Go! Crazy! Crazy! All right, look, fam. Let's get into this. So this is going to be a quick video featuring 2A-N-LA's Glock 17. If you haven't seen my Glock 17 before, go back, check out my 2020 gun collection video. Also did an episode on how to Gucci your Glock, and it was one of the featured firearms. And I did an episode on the Glock 17, the OG Glock, right? And so the gun itself can be seen in all those videos. In this video, we're focusing on the trigger. And that is, look, before we even get into trigger, let you check out my girl again. What? What? Stop it. Come on, y'all. You know this gun is sexy as hell. This is my girl. It's one of the first firearms, not the first, but one of the first firearms I ever bought, and it still, to this day, remains one of my favorites, right? But again, it's not about this, it's not about the gun, it's about this baby right here, the trigger. That is the Overwatch TAC trigger. Now, if you guys are running a stock Glock trigger, look, fam, look. If you run a stock Glock trigger, look, the Glock trigger out the box is a very reliable, dependable trigger, but it doesn't feel good. It's kind of clunky. It's a little bit crunchy. It's got the take up is a little too long. The wall is okay. The reset is kind of long. It's pulling probably at about 6 pounds. Or something like that. So, you know, whatever. It goes bang. If you press it, it goes bang. Every time. So I'm not dissing it. I'm just saying it is certainly not ideal. There is a lot of room for improvement. And if you are looking for a trigger that's reasonably priced and will take your trigger game to another level, I'm here to tell you, you should consider the Overwatch Precision TAC trigger. Good for Glocks generation 1 through 5. Okay, look. The trigger, first of all, you know how your boy does it. You know I like my triggers to look a little something, right? So it's a sweet looking trigger. It comes in different colors. I got it with the FDE and the black trigger safety because it kind of coincided with the frame and the Cerakote job on my firearm, on my Glock 17. So I liked the look. And so that was step one. And then you know how your boy does, what I tell you guys all the time, right? Do your homework. Do your homework. So I did my homework. Read up on a lot of reviews on the Overwatch Precision trigger. I couldn't find a bad review. Everybody had positive things to say about it. Now, is it the best trigger for a Glock 17? I don't know about best because now you start getting really subjective. But by all accounts, it's probably one of the better triggers for the money. Okay? And I'll put up here the retail price for the Overwatch Precision TAC trigger. But it's probably, you know, cheaper than your trigger kits for some of the other higher end triggers out there, your Johnny Glocks of the world and Apexes of the world and stuff like that. So look, if you want a custom trigger that's good, that's solid. Now, this trigger, so in addition to the trigger, I also did a spring job and some of the internals, and consequently, the pull weight of this is probably around 2 pounds. So I'll put it up there. I'll roll some B-roll either over me or up there showing you the trigger test. Now, but the 2 pounds, I'd say, is in large part has more to do with the spring kit and other internal work that I did. If you're going to leave all your springs and everything stock and just replace the trigger, I'd say you're probably looking at kind of like a 3.5, 4 pound pull, which is still really, really good. Now, I think sometimes people think lighter is better. Your pull weight really, where your pull weight should be, really depends on what you're going to be using the gun for. This is not a carry and conceal weapon for me. It's not a duty gun where you'd want maybe a little more take up, a little more time to allow yourself a little more time to react to a given situation. This gun is more home defense for me and sometimes competition. And for those two uses, I feel like my pull weight is fine, right? So it's less about the pull weight, more about the feel of the trigger. So you've got, as you can see, the trigger safety on there inside the trigger shoe. So once you kind of depress the safety and you get to it, there's a pretty short take up. And let me try to see if I can show you that. Okay, so the safety is up, right? There's your wall. There's your wall. There's your wall. Maybe I turn around this way. So the safety is there. There's your wall right there. Very short take up, not a lot, right? Not a lot. The wall is very definable. You feel it right away. You feel it right away. So even with a 2 pound trigger pull, it's still a very definable wall. But you gotta pull the trigger. It's not feathery by any means in terms of accidental discharge or something like that, or hairpin trigger. So you feel the wall and boom, right? In a short, there's your reset, right? And boom, right back at it, right? Look, fam. Look. So I did not, when I got the gun, I didn't have this trigger in. I had the stock trigger. Stock trigger was okay. It was okay, but when I changed it to the Overwatch Precision trigger, it totally changed the game for me. So look, I'm not gonna go on and on and on about it. Like I said, it's the Overwatch Precision TAC trigger. It's good for, Glocks Gen 1 through 5. For the price, it's a very, very good trigger. If you want something that's relatively affordable, that's a dramatic improvement over your stock trigger, but is not going to break the bank. Look, you spend $500, $600 on the gun, then what? You're gonna spend another $300, $400 on the trigger? Don't do all that. You don't have to do all that. Do it if you want to, by all means. But the difference between the Overwatch Precision at this price point and some of the higher end, I don't know. Like, you start to get to a point of diminishing returns. So look, I like it. I've used Apex and some of the other triggers, and they're good triggers too. Whatever. But all I would say is this is one to consider. All right? This is one you should think about using. Overwatch Precision's TAC trigger. All right, fam? Hey, look. Look, they don't let me put, links to the stuff down in the description on you. I can't do it. I can't do it. So look, man, y'all might reach out to me in the comments and say, anybody know the link to this trigger? And what, it's somebody might respond with the link. I don't know who. I don't know who, but somebody might, right? So do that if you want. If you're really looking for the link, drop down a comment. And until next time, fam, as always, I'm gonna ask you to take care of one another and peace.